Hi, my name is Jim. Welcome to my channel. I've been sharing my journey from neck cancer to tracheotomy. And today I'll talk about my experience with the speaking valve. If you find this video helpful, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like, or leave me a message. Let me know if it's helped you in any way. So, my background, and give you a little bit of why I'm doing this video for, is there's 82,000 trach surgeries performed each year just in the United States alone. That's a significant amount of people. And sometimes you may run in contact with somebody with a trach. You may have questions. If you know the person, just go ahead and ask them. Sometimes it's weird just to ignore the obvious things. So, I haven't had my trach actually very long. It's been a little bit less than a year. When I had my surgery done, the first thing when I woke up out of surgery was I asked the nurse to go to my wife in the waiting room and ask for my glasses and my cell phone. So, got my glasses on, got my cell phone, texting her, and really I told her it was just so great to be able to breathe again. Once that trach got put in, just to be able to take a deep breath and breathe, no wheezing. If you never experienced that, it's just hard to experience. It's hard to explain it out. So, now, as soon as surgery's over with, I've just got a hole. So, I'm not able to talk. I'm not able to talk. And they said, don't try to talk for 24 hours. So, my communication was texting. I use the app on the phone, Notes. I type out the notes. And I got a dry erase board. So, if you're getting ready to get a procedure, or your spouse is getting ready to get a procedure, one, make sure you got a phone charger with you. Make sure your phone's charged up. Bring something to write with. A lot of times the hospitals will have something like a dry erase board, but if you get tired of waiting on it, sometimes it's good just to bring yourself one. So, it was 24 hours, and they come in, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get a speaking valve. They put this valve on, and I was shocked that I would hear my voice again and be able to speak. And actually, I could actually speak better than before the surgery because the difficulty in breathing was so bad. So to kind of give you a little bit how this works. This is just there's a filter. It's a one-way filter. So whenever you're breathing, the filter comes, your air comes in, but does not allow any air to go out. So air comes in, comes up your vocal cords, and allows you to speak again. Now remember, it's one way up. Nothing comes out. So if you had surgery because your vocal cords are restrictive, then whatever previously your vocal cords got restrictive of, it's still doing the same thing, but now you can breathe. So remember, say you're exercising, stress, whatever could have triggered that before can still trigger it now. So if I get really winded, I just pop that off, releases that pressure back down because my vocal cords are squeezing, so air has nowhere to go. So my lungs are pushing that up, so you can feel that constant pressure. But without this, my ability to be able to speak to other people wouldn't be there. And they'd have to listen to me try to do sign language. So the important thing about the speaking valve is you need to make sure it stays clean. You can do that at the end of your day. I'll take 2 glasses of water. I'll take 1 glass of warm soapy water and another one for my rinse. And I'll just put it in there and I'll just rinse it around like that. And then I'll put through my rinse cycle. I'll lay it on a piece of paper towel overnight to dry. I don't do it as often as I should, but I try to do it 2 or 3 times a week. And we keep all the dirt and grime out of it. Also, you want to make sure you stay away from aerosol sprays, heavy dust, things that can clog it up. If that clogs up, then so does your breathing. If you notice that your breathing is getting really rough, take your filter off and look at it. Sometimes I'll blow out and just kind of blow into that and clean it up a little bit. You do not want to sleep with your speaking valve on. There's things going to happen. More like it's no big deal. But at nighttime, and whenever I'm not wearing this, I'll wear an HME. So an HME is a humidification. So it has filters on each end of it, and it slips right on to your trach. You wear that, and it brings moisture, and that moisture is needed for your trachea. Now, let me back up a minute. When I got this trach, what the hospital puts on is a purple one. Now, whether you like it or not, you're going to stand out with this neckband that people see with this. Then, for it to be purple, just kind of adds on to it. So, go to Amazon, pull up Passy Mura valve. Get one of these ordered. They're not cheap. They're $135 roughly. And I always keep a spare one. And I use the spare when I'm taking a shower. So when you take a shower, that was one of our first things. I was in the hospital. And I said, well, I'm going to take a shower again. Well, you go to Amazon, you find a nice little Trach apron. It's got Velcro. Cover that up. Take a shower like that. Now, I just switched to a hard band. See if you can see that very well. And that fits right inside there. Covers that, cover that up. Now, water's still going to get in. So when I get out of the shower, I take the spare valve off, shake a couple of times, and then I'll just put it back in the container that it came with. Let it dry out for my shower for the next day. Also, I got plenty of spare bands. So the wet band, lay up on the shower rack, grab my next band. Takes a bit of time, but you can figure out how to weave that on yourself. Secure it, tighten her back down. So that's a little bit about the speaking valve. going back to my notes, make sure I don't forget nothing. Depending on the time of the seasons, you have like really dry climates, and sometimes you get a lot of humidity. So I get really dry. So just think about whenever your hands get dry, and then your skin gets cracking. The same thing applies for your throat. With this valve, it is not humidification. So you get really dry. So you gotta make sure you run a humidifier as much as you can. When you're not speaking and you have problems, wear your HME. You get HME on Amazon just as much, or just as much as you can, your speaking valve and your aprons. My medical supply company does not cover the speaking valve, does not cover HME or the shower aprons. But thank goodness for Amazon. Hey guys, that's it for now. If this has helped you in any way, like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment. I'm really after the one person that this has helped out. If that's you, let me know. Thanks, guys.